Hey guys, how you doing? This is Keon Corniff, also known as Mr. Finance. Welcome back to another great money talk where today I'm going to share with you guys how to create a tax-free retirement supplement. All right. Yes, there is a way for you to make and put together a tax-free retirement supplement. And it's the fact that no one is teaching you this, but everybody's teaching you how to pay taxes, right? Everybody's teaching you how to pay taxes in retirement. A lot of people is teaching you how to pay taxes when you invest your money. A lot of people is teaching you how to pay a lot more taxes even when you retire. Because let me get one thing out of the way. A myth. There's this myth that said that as you get older, you'll be in a lower tax bracket. That is not correct. Your tax bracket is determined based upon the taxable income that you are receiving or that you are getting paid to you. So let me give you some taxable income that will be considered to put you in a higher tax bracket. Your 401k would be taxes ordinary income. Any dividends that is getting paid out from your savings account or your stocks, mutual funds, and money market funds. Your 403bs, your IRAs, your SEP IRAs. Now, what are the things that don't get taxed on income wise as you get older is anything that's in a tax advantage bracket. Tax advantage bracket, meaning that the money is called tax advantage. So tax advantage bracket is that if you get money paid out, let's say for $529 for your kids' college tuition, and it's paying for solely college costs, then that money's tax free. Things like a Roth IRA, anything with a Roth IRA, a Roth 401k, it means that you already pay your taxes in the beginning, so that way any withdrawal will be considered tax-free. Even your life insurance. Life insurance is also considered any money that's coming from the policy value or what's called the surrender value. That money is also tax-free. All right, so that's where you got to understand what tax advantage is. Municipal bonds are another one of them, tax-free money. Also, long-term care, tax-free money. So these are the things that we got to understand. But we're going to talk about how you could create a tax-free retirement supplement if we basically understand the fundamentals of taxes, right? So let's break it down. Now, the thing that I'm going to use, as always, if you've been with me so long, right, and you've been watching me, I'm going to use 4 boxes, all right? We're going to talk about 4 boxes, and I'm going to show you how to win the money game by understanding these 4 boxes. So the 4 boxes that you got to understand about creating a tax-free retirement plan is that you got to look for a particular place, right, where you can get all 4 of these things. I'm going to break them down. The 4 things you want to look for when you're ready to save or invest your money. You got to look for things like this. You got to ask, hey, wherever you tell me to put my money, can I get growth? Right? That's the first thing you got to talk about. Can I get growth there? Right? Can I get growth? The second thing you got to ask about is, what is the safety? What is the safety that my money get? Right? What kind of safety does my money get? And the third thing you got to talk about also is, what are the protection? Right? What are the protection my money's going to receive? What kind of protection? And then the fourth thing, the most important part about this whole conversation, right? The most important part about this whole conversation is this one. What are the tax advantage I'm going to receive? Right? So let's talk about what you currently have right now, right? Let's talk about what you have, right? Right now you have things like 401ks, right? You have people that have like Bitcoins, right? You have people that have, let's say, 403bs. You have people that have IRAs. You have people that have pensions, right? What else? Right? Drop some stuff in the comment. Help me out. What else people got? People also got like 457s, right? People got stocks. What else people got? What you guys got? Mutual funds, right? You guys got mutual funds, right? What else you guys got, right? Whatever you can think of, just put it on that list about what you got right now. Now let's talk about it. So let's go down the line, right? When you look at all of these things here, right? Do they provide you growth? Absolutely. They all provide growth, right? You can make money in your 401k. You can make money with Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. You can make money with your 403bs, IRA, pensions, 457, stocks, mutual funds, and the list goes on. You can make money. You can make a lot of money. HSA, yep, you can make money, right? You can make money. But the problem is, how many of these vehicles over here gives you safety? Which one of these vehicles give you safety? Which one of these vehicles can you put your money in and never lose money? Which one of these vehicles here can make sure that you never lose a dime of your money, even if the market goes up or down? I'll wait. Is there any one of them? You got a little quiet over there. Think about that. So they can't give you that safety. But can they give you protection? What protection does your 401k, Bitcoin, 403bs, IRA, pensions, 457 stocks, mutual funds, HSAs, what they give you? Protection. I'll wait. All right. Let's move forward while you think about that. Now, let's talk about tax advantages. What tax advantages does your 401k give you? Ooh, there's a few. How about taxable income? So the money that you put in your 401ks, 403bs, 457s are considered not to be taxed. So they won't tax you on the money that you go in there, right? So meaning that if you make $50,000 a year and you contribute $10,000 to your 401k, that means the $10,000 that you contributed, you won't be paying taxes as if you were making $50,000 for the year. They will tax you as if you make $40,000. Because the money that you put inside of your 401k is called tax deferred. So that $10,000 you put in is not going to be taxed now. They'll tax you later. Well, we think that's a tax advantage. So that you think with your IRAs, pensions, and all these different things. Now, when you think about a mutual fund, stocks, right? All these different things, what are the tax advantages they give you? Well, same thing. You know, your stocks, the mutual funds say, hey, we only tax you on the growth. We tax you on the growth and then in the dividends that's paid out. So if your money didn't make any money this year, they won't tax you. There's no growth. And if the company didn't pay out any dividends, there's no reason to be taxed. So I guess some people will look at it as a tax advantage. But what tax advantage does Bitcoin give you? I remember there was this theory where people said that, oh, we don't get taxed on Bitcoin because it's not part of the central banking. That's have changed. That's changed a lot dramatically recently. You do got to pay tax. You got to pay tax when you convert it into Coinbase and then Coinbase into fiat currency. You do have to pay tax on capital gains. Yep, you will be taxed. Don't believe me? Go into you know what, let's make it easy. Go to Credit Karma. Go into the section, Schedule C section, and you'll see where they ask you about disclosing cryptocurrency. Capital gains tax. All right? Think about that. So this is what people use to get somewhat of a growth, I guess not much of a safety, protection, and tax advantages. But what is it that you're not using? What are you not using in order for you to get a tax-free retirement supplement? What are you not using? You know what you're not using? You're not using life insurance. You're not using long-term care. Right? Yes, HSA is also in that bracket over there. Right? But I have another feeling about this. That would be for another subject. Right? But let's talk about these two right here. What you're not using. Even with a 529, how many people understand a 529 compare to this? Right? So what am I trying to tell you is this. What you think about life insurance is actually incorrect. You were taught that life insurance is solely for when you die. You were taught that life insurance is only for the people that's going to left behind, call you beneficiaries. You were taught that life insurance had no current value for you while you're alive. There's no living benefits. You were taught that life insurance is not an investment. It's not. It's not an investment. But it depends on how you save and use it. You were taught that life insurance doesn't have nothing beneficial to you. Nothing. And let me introduce you to why you were miseducated or you were not aware of what is and what can be. Let me break it down for you. There is a life insurance that is out there, and I'm not afraid to tell you. You know, this is what these teachers do, right? They have the cool and they kind of like keep it to themselves, and they're like, I'm not gonna tell you because you may go get it somewhere else. You gotta come to me. Yes and no. I understand it. I understand it's a business, and I should be charging a lot of money to teach you guys this type of knowledge. It will be coming soon, just so you know. Just a little FYI. But while it's still free, you should take advantage of it. And it's not going to be cheap either. Anyway, the life insurance that many of you need to learn more about is something called an IUL. IUL. And if you don't know what an IUL is, let me break it down in these 4 boxes, because I'm going to keep it very simple, clear, and I'm going to make this very fast, and you're going to see how doable it is. An IUL gives you all 4 of these things that your money needs. Did you know that? Fun fact, answer that. Did you know that an IUL could give you growth, safety, protection, and tax advantage all in one? Did you know that? If you didn't know that, answer no. Just be honest. But if you did know that, answer yes. Did you know a life insurance called an Index Universal Life can give you growth, safety, tax advantages, and protection all in one place? All in one place, guys. One place. And let me show you what I mean. Did you know there's an IUL out there that could give you a growth of 15% as the cap amount? Did you know that? Now, let me explain to you what this means, because I don't want to misinterpret what I'm trying to say to you. What I'm saying to you is this. Imagine the market, right? Imagine the market goes up. And let's say that the market did 0%. How much would you make? 0%. Exactly. It's not rocket science, right? What if the market did 5%? How much would you get? 5%. But what if the market did 15%? How much would you get? 15%. But if the market did, let's say, 20%, how much would you get? 15%. Because 15% is the max amount that you could earn as far as interest inside of this IUL. Okay? So, this is what's called the cap. Cap means there's a ceiling, right? There's a ceiling to how much you can earn. But what makes it safe? What's the safety? What's the great safety feature? Because is it fair to say this, guys? And you could comment in the comment section, right? Is it fair to say that in today's day of uncertainty, what matters to you the most? Losing money or making money? What matters to you most? Growth or safety? Right? How many of us is okay with losing money versus growing money? It's just a matter of knowing your risk factor, right? What is your risk factor? So here's another thing. What is the safety? What is the features in place for safety? Did you know there's a life insurance that gives you 0.75%, right, as a floor, which means that if the market does negative, if the market does -1, -2, -10, -40, -50, did you know you will get a positive 0.75%, which is better than your bank every time the market loses? Where else in the world can you put your money, and every time the market does a negative, you're getting a positive 0.75%? I'll wait. Can you tell me somewhere? Can you tell me somewhere you can invest your money Save your money. And when the market does a negative 1, 2, 10, 50, 100 for all I care, you're going to get a positive 0.75%. Can you think of anywhere? Comment below. I'll wait. Right? But that's the tax. That's what's awesome. So what you got to look at is the fact that, hey, I have nothing but opportunity for growth. And I have nothing but opportunity to make sure I never lose what I grow. So do you realize that in this vehicle, you already have the opportunity to never lose what you already gained? Everything is yours to keep. Even when downtime, you're still getting a positive 0.75%, which is more than what your bank is giving you for your money in the bank. How come no one didn't teach you this? That's why I'm Mr. Finance. I'm here to give you all the knowledge. But let's continue. What is the protection that you can receive inside of an IUL? Well, how about this? You could get long-term care. You could also get what's called critical, right? You can get critical, chronic. You could also get terminal. You could also get, so you can get long-term care, critical, chronic, terminal. You can also get a will prep. And you can also get even a final expense. Right? These are all the protection that you can get inside of a IUL, which gives you long-term care. You could get critical, chronic, or critical illness protection. You could even prepare a will and put together final expense as well. These are all the features inside of an IUL. Right? But let's talk about the tax advantages that you can also receive. Yes, the death benefit. The death benefit will go onto your beneficiaries tax-free, which means that they'll get not only the cash value and the death benefit, right, which is the coverage that you have on yourself. Your family will receive that tax-free without no estate tax, no inheritance tax, none of that. You don't have to pay no taxes on that money. That money is income tax-free for your beneficiaries because you won't be here. You'll be in heaven. But the next thing you also get is tax-free withdrawals. Okay? You can get the money out tax-free. You'll be able to also get tax-free loans. And you'll also be able to get tax deferred income, which means that every time your policy grows, guys, it means that you won't pay taxes on the gains. You will not pay taxes on the gains. All right? So you don't pay taxes on the gains inside the policy. How awesome is that? So the question I'm going to come back to, let me jump over here real quick. I want to ask you, does your 401k do that, where you don't pay taxes on the gains? Can your Bitcoin do that? Can your 403 do that? Can all of these things do that? Can your 457 stocks, mutual funds, can they all do that? They can't. And that's the reason why we got to put ourselves in a position. All right. So, guys, as I was coming up to a wrap, right? If you like to learn more about this whole IUL thing, right? What is this all about? Just click the link. Click the link, schedule a session, and let's have a money talk, right? Take advantage of it. It's free coaching. It's time you learn how to win the money game. Because it's obvious that all these things here that you're going to use can't give you all of this. And it's time we learn how to win the money game. All right? So my name is Keon Corniff, guys, also known as Mr. Finance. Always remember that you're one decision away from changing your future for the better. So always remember that the choice is always yours. And it's time for you now to make a decision if you want to go to the top. All right? So see you guys at the top. Be great. Be blessed. Always remember that you are unstoppable. And hey, let's keep learning so that way we can be in a position to keep earning. All right? See you guys later. Peace.